the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David's those Giants shock the Patriots in perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. But I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Now Darnold off the play action. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long for him here. Connection made to Shaheed. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Running back sent in motion left. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. With a quick pass out wide. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Walker off his own read. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Darnold. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the edge of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Myers' kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got into scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in a Super Bowl and have a lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake Maye.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
To the air on first down, Maye. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So first down from the 41. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Maye now from the gun. That's completed right side. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Maye on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. They'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is Henderson on second down. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Maye. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
May not a throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Gallis connects. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shaheed now to return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down, Seahawks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just a yard left to go on second down. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. It's inside the 10. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks break the tie here in the first. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
10, Patriots 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Seattle.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Henderson on his own read. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
We've set it down from 37. Off the play action, Maye. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. The give now to Henderson. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Henderson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the gun on 3rd down, Maye. Finds a man right side. And He's tackled with a first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Maye to the air. Feeds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second and 3 now. Henderson here from the gun. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Henderson's going to get it on third down. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
So now on fourth down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Borregales connects. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Derink Young to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Now Darnold. Cut out left. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. They give up the gut to Walker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Walker now from the gun. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Walker on 1st down. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Milton Williams making the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And they just get the play off. Hits his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score reads 10-6. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Darnold. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Slot man's in motion right. Darnold now to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Mayer's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Maye. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They go play action. Here's Maye. Gets it to his fullback. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's Henderson on the give. That plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Henderson on 1st and 10. Got Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. On the gun, it's Maye. Drops back. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots managed to tie this game. It's 13-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Young on the return. And stopped on the run back to the 27. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold. Throw left side, complete. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Behind the line, he lost that football. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
To throw, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake Maye ready to go once more on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. On right side, Henderson. He's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Maye to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak Maye. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Maye. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing is Maye. Oh, finds his running back, Henderson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's a New England 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down, Maye. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here's Maye on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy can turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Trying an inside give to Henderson. Wow, and he's about as close to the 1st as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Maye on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 11 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Maye now from the gun. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Now Maye on 3rd and long. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gallus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 13.
Now Gallus on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs from the 37. First and 10. Darnold. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Now Darnold off the play action. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. So that is our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1 minute, 53 seconds to play before the break. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
It's now second down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
This is Walker on second. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Patriots into the dime, third down. They'll throw, third and long. Has it in close. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First and goal.
Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Now Darnold. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
With a quick bounce out line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's third and goal. And again, it's Darnold. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth. Motioning the tight end left. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this fourth down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on fourth down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, it's Maye. It's his running back. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Operating from the gun, here's Maye. Finds him on the crossing route. Continuing to move past the 45. And this is across midfield and aimed to enemy territory.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
Lynch in the backfield. Russell looks, throws inside. Oh my God, it's picked off at the goal line.
Interception.
Oh no!
A lot of people are going to second guess that call on the 1 yard line, not giving it.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Going play action. Maye. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I don't mind that play action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was as they defended that pretty darn well.
Maye now, 3rd and 2. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to Henderson. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on second down.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Maye to throw it. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. High percentage look for him here from the left hand. Borregales connects. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Young on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. First call here, coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here to come. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Drawing up the design keeper. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now an inside give to Walker. Trucks a defender. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Design quarterback run here. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. The give now to Walker. And he gets this forward to the 19. He gets 6 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks start the 2nd half with some needed points.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game.
23. Seahawks 20.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Patriots running their offense out there. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Maye looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Maye now from the gun. This one to Williams out left side. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 32. Quick throw completed by Maye. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Henderson here from the gun. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Marcus Lawrence on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Here's Maye to the air. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
1st and 10, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Seahawks bring it out to punt team. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on the crosser. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Tossing it to Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Maye now. jar it loose, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Maye now on third down. That one complete to Diggs. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Down a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game.
Patriots 30, Seahawks 20.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Young on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Darnold. There's a screen out for Walker. Hits a seam at the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Walker will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 2nd and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game.
Seahawks 27.
Raleigh's set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Fielded by Henderson. This makes it up to the 25. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Maye. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game.
37. Seahawks 27.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Walker on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On with the quick pass out wide. And this one does not go far.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll throw, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. So that brings up fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. From the gun, it's Maye. Drop this to Henderson underneath. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
The give now to Henderson. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Patriots have the ball and the lead, seeking a record-setting 7th title. Seahawks sending out the dime look here ahead of this third down. Made a throw it. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They kick the running back in motion. Second and 10, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 28-yard pickup there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Running back sent in motion. Now Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. This is Walker. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
It's 37, Seahawks 34.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded by Henderson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Maye now from the gun. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. Into the second level past the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Maye's going to take it himself. Oh, he lost the football. Ooh, but I think the Patriots got on top of that one, so they're going to maintain possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots making a 9-point advantage. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always sinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Gallus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game.
Patriots 44, Seahawks 34.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Young on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They give up the gun to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dumped off to his running back. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
So now here's 3rd and 5. And again, it's Darnold. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, Darnold. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold to throw. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Patriots 44, Seahawks 41.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The New England offense running out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Maye. Fits it through the middle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
The Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Brock, I'm going to admit a little bit of surprise here. As pass-heavy as this league has become, that this record isn't at least challenged a little more often. But finally, just like that, someone has conquered it.
And now, Kate, now there is a new single-game record for everyone to chase when it comes to those passing yards. I know as a former quarterback, we love seeing this record challenge, and we want to see just how high people will take it in the future.
And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Maye off the play fake. Hits him on the in route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Now a toss it right. It's Stevenson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Maye to the air. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Intended for Demario Douglas. Incomplete. Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Back to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Now trying to run in with Stevenson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots making a 9-point advantage. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Borregales on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now Borregales on to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10. From the gun, Darnold. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing here, Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this third down. Short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Seattle.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Seeing this plenty, Shaheed has another one. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Seahawks got to score in a hurry. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. He's going to throw it again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Here's Darnold. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Darnold. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back now, pressure coming. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making a 4-point game here in the 4th. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
51, Seahawks 48.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And no luck, the Patriots are there to recover. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. They're headed down now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. This looks like a run drawn up for Maye. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. And it's history for the New England Patriots as they become the first franchise in NFL history to win 7 Super Bowl championships. What a moment for all of them, Brock. The crowning achievements for the careers of all of these players. And for this new coaching staff in just their first season leading this organization.
You know, how many times have we talked about these great teams and their window open and they need just one final player to take them over the top?
Yep.
Well, sometimes it's not a player at all. The missing piece is actually a coach. Just the right leader who can bring out the best from the whole roster and get these guys to believe in their ability to take that next step and go win it all.